Hi, today is Sunday, 29th of November, and I came to the office to record the video about what you need to avoid while renting in Estonia. So this was requested by one of my viewers, Güneş Demirdilek. So thank you, Güneş. It's a very good question. And for the beginning, I'll explain you how the renting usually works in Estonia, how much you need to pay. You pay 1 month deposit or 2 months, but most often is 1 month deposit, then 1 month rent. And if you're renting through an agent, you pay 1 month rent of worth money as a commission for the agent, because he prepares the contracts and make sure everything is legal and according to the law. But what to avoid, for example, if you don't use an agent. Point number 1, avoid paying in cash, or if you pay in cash, which is okay also, if you need to record each and every payment in 2 copies as part of the contract. So you put the date, your name, your signature, the signature of the owner who has received the money, and you have to have 2 copies for each month. So if he comes and you pay for November, you write down November 2020, paid, your name, the owner's name, and both signatures, and he records the same thing in his contract. Point number 2, when you receive the contract, read it thoroughly, because and request a contract in English too. Some owners might tell you that they don't have, or it's not legal. That's not true. You can request to have it both in English and Estonian, and also in English only is also acceptable by the Estonian law. Obviously read the contract carefully. Some owners who tend to put some points into the contracts which are not legal, and if they might be just void. So point number 3, that you need to get up to speed with current laws regarding rent and dwelling. Estonia is a digital country, and all the contracts are freely, all the laws are freely available online, and I'll post the link in the description. This law is called the Dwelling Act in English. So please read it so you know your rights and everything. Point number 4, when you pay the communal bills, you don't need to pay those expenses which are not connected directly to your apartment. For example, if the building union has taken a loan to renovate the whole building, and it is usually one row in the communal bills, you don't need to pay that. That has to be paid by the owner. So when you move in, this is point number 5. When you move in, you have a deed of receiving the apartment, and read it carefully. If there are any things you notice that are not as in this deed of receipt of the apartment, then make the amendment. Also make a lot of photos while receiving the keys. For example, how many keys you receive, for example. Make a photo of the keys. Then make of every more photos you make, the better, because later nobody will remember was this dent before that or it was not. And if you don't have a good record of the state of the apartment upon receiving it, then you might end up paying for something you did not do. Also, point number 6, which is like kind of connected to the previous one, is take a note how well is cleaned the apartment. Because most of the time owners will later demand from you a spotless clean apartment. So maybe if there's like few hairs, that might not be good enough. So to avoid that, you can also request a perfectly clean apartment in the beginning. Point number 7. If you're renting in Tallinn, there is a special commission called rental commission, which solves disputes between owners and tenants. So if you end up signing a contract and you have some disputes, you can contact them. Also, I'll put the link in the description below. Point number 8. As you saw that you need how much knowledge you need to have for signing the contract, I will still recommend you to sign a contract through a reputable real estate agent. That will save you a lot of time and money, and they will make sure that the contract is up to speed with the current law, because the rental law is changing constantly, and it's much safer for you. It's even better if it's from a bigger company, not like a one-man company. It might be okay too, because there are a lot of realtors who have like a small companies and have worked for years and everything is fine. But if it's a bigger company, if you have any complaints or something goes wrong, then you have even more support. Okay, so that was it. Hope you found it interesting. I'll make a few more videos with that kind of content. So subscribe and ring the bell for the YouTube algorithm. I want to reach 1,000 subscribers, and we are quite close. We're now like 940 or something like this. Okay, stay awesome and see you in the next video. Are you still here? Subscribe. Oh, just a moment. I'll show you something. I have a now mask too. Oh, goes to the... So, see you next time.